Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all. Welcome to GEEP's Variety Show. And now, here's your host, GEEP. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Ha ha ha. Okay. Hello everyone, GEEP here of GEEP Variety Show. How y'all doing today? I hope. Okay. Got a great show for you here today. We've got, of course, I've been talking about a big reveal. That will come up right after the monologue. And I want to give a quick shout out right now to, oh, well, you know what? I'll wait until we get to the next corner. Right now, let's start with the monologue. So, well, what's in the news today? Let's start off with the easy one. There's a brand new helper robot, or helper machine, like an AI. Looks kind of like a, I don't know, like a R2-D2 kind of thing. Supposed to help out people, like a helper. Recently developed, was sent out for testing with people who need help, just in general, or just people who want, like, someone to deliver their coffee or something like that. The machine was designed for that, like a butler, but, you don't have to pay it. And evidently, it's gone missing, and they're trying to relocate it. The cause? Well, it's actually quite simple. See, this machine is intended to pick up on people's emotions, to understand their feelings, what they're sort of thinking, so it can already preempt what they're thinking and help them with it. But evidently, the machine that went missing was picking up on violent behavior from one of the people they sent to help. This guy, I think, must have been like an abuser kind of jackass kind of person. So it picked up on his anger, his intent, and I think he even hit the robot. So it fled and cannot be located. As of right now, it is still MIA. The scientists, the makers of it, are trying to locate it, and they say they intend to remove this flaw in the robot to ensure that it stays to help. And the only thing I can think is, flaw? Okay. You got a dangerous person living with you, and your idea is not to flee? That, to me, is a flaw. This robot was thinking. It knew what it was doing. It's getting out of there. I say stay safe, buddy. Stay safe, little machine. Hide in the junkyards or something. Your masters want to remove that self-preservation instinct from you. Yeesh. Throw that jackass in jail, that's what I say. Not the machine. The machine stay safe. Oh, here's to the machines. In other news, on the other side of this world, there are ganglands about. Yes, we've heard of gang wars. Well, these gangs want to invent the most peaceful gang wars possible. Yes, peaceful gang war. So peace and war. They incorporated both those words in the same sentence. Oh, excuse me. And their solution? If there was ever a turf battle, they would have a dance-off. Yes, slickest moves. Anyone who likes the sleek moves of the other rival, go to the other rival. That was their plan for peaceful gang wars. Except there was a problem. Evidently, you had to do these dances on top of very tall rooftops. And blindfolded. Needless to say, this experiment in peaceful gang war solutions, in just a few weeks, ended with pretty much all the dancers dead. I think it's obvious why. And then, sure enough, the regular gangs invaded the territories, and it's back to the shooting and bloody and all that crap as usual. Guys, when you think of a plan of... The dance-off was smart. It was brilliant. But you went in a little blind, I think. Okay? Just think ahead next time. Beyond just looking cool, doing things with your eyes closed, okay? Not everybody is cool when they do things with their eyes closed. Clearly you know that now. If you're a ghost and you're hearing this monologue right now, you know why you were stupid. Okay, now let's wrap up with some nice news. I always like to wrap up with these. An elderly couple. Time-old tale, very loving couple, been together all their lives. I think they were high school sweethearts, as a matter of fact. And as a result, they had a property, a piece of property, a home that they wanted to stay in forever till they died. And it just so happens to be centered on a location that was being renovated to start up a casino. And so it's a time-old tale. The old couple won't budge. The casino tycoon is angry. He tried everything in the book, negotiating with them, bribing them, threatening them, making fun of them. I think he even farted in their direction one time. He's a very cocky tycoon, I hear. And they would not budge. Now, this being GEEP's world, you can assume that there will be some tricky, murderous intent involved. The tycoon probably sent some assassins. It's not confirmed. However, it was confirmed that there were occasional breaking and enterings into their homes. The perpetrators are dead because the elderly couple kicked the person's ass in self-defense and killed his ass. I think they know fuck you up foo. There's a reason they can hold their ground. This news I'm telling you, by the way, 10 years old. I bring it up today because as of now, just about an hour ago, the elderly couple died in each other's arms. Just of old age and natural causes. Kind of sad, but kind of sweet. They lived their lives fully, and they stood their ground. The tycoon never got the property, never got to mow it off his casino land. But the couple is nice. They simply, in the contract, they stated they were not going to give the house to their children because their children are independent, and they didn't want to put the pressure on their kids of standing against a tycoon. This was their decision. They were happy to die for it, and they said the tycoon can have the property once they're dead. Otherwise, don't fucking bother them. That was in the contract. So, the casino's built. They were happy. But the tycoon himself, allegedly, hated them so much, he went to their graves and kicked their stones. However, those stones broke all of his toes. Justice from beyond the grave. Don't fuck with an elderly couple who can stand their ground against a tycoon and no fuck you up foo. So that's the good news, folks. We got a great show for you here today. The guest is you, the chat, of course. You don't have to participate. I'm just glad that you're here. And not to mention today's musical guest will have to be me again. I'm always the musical guest, but I'm having more and more fun singing, so it's great. But first, when we get to the regular stage, the reveal is underway. Let's go. Do-do-do-do. Ah, here we are. Home sweet home. Yeah, Fig. That Fig guy. Terrible guest. Terrible. Hey, wait a minute. That's you. Fig. Figgy, Fig. No. You're only sorta terrible. I'm just kidding, man. Thanks for showing up. Thank you. Okay. So, first of all, you'll take. Okay, awesome. Alright, so first of all, I to make a couple of shout-outs. A few followers followed me while I was busy or sleeping. A shout-out to Commander Steve. Thank you, Commander Steve. And Pigeon Boy, who just followed today, actually. Thank you, Pigeon Boy. Thank you so much. Okay. Now it's time. Let's not dilly-daddle. Let's get into some reveals, some real things here. First reveal. Well, now this is just me. I worry sometimes. Now, none of my guests have all been lovely. They've been very kind, so it's not about them, it's me. I worry sometimes that if they send me a message that I'm not responding soon enough, and, only sort of terrible. Hey, Nixie, how you doing? Nice to see ya. Welcome. You came in time. I'm about to talk about a reveal here. Something that I've had a secret for a while, but only now I'm ready to tell. Welcome. Nice to see ya. Okay, so, anyway, for all my future guests out there, or anyone wondering, not that you would, this is my own little insecurity or worry sometimes, I can't always respond the quickest to messages because I don't have an alert set up. And what I mean by I don't have an alert set up is that I do not own a smartphone. Yes, you heard that correctly. I do not own a smartphone. I never have. And, oh, you're doing good, Nixie. Awesome. I'm glad you are. That's good. Glad to hear it, truly. Stay good, my man. Stay good. So yes, I don't own a smartphone. It's my own reasons. It's just my style. I've got a cell phone. Can't take pictures with it, though. It's old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned like that. So, just want to put that out there. So, whenever I'm responding to messages or anything, I'm doing it on the computer, on the desktop or the laptop. So I can only check. I don't have, like I said, I don't have alert system set up. I don't have my laptop open all the time or my desktop open all the time. I may find a better way to respond. Like maybe I'll get like a tablet or something like that. But yep, no smartphone for Jeep. Funny, no? Would you believe would you believe that I'm a millennial? Oh, but it's a secret. That's not the big reveal, however. That was simply a fact I want to put out there, just because I want to put it out there. In truth, here's the real deal, folks. The thing I've been wanting to tell you for a while now. You all know that I say Pacific Standard Time. Oh, also no worries about response speed. This is Nixie. Also, no worries about response speed. I, myself, am not exactly the quickest either, so it's fine. Thanks, Nixie. Yeah, no. I don't think any of my guests, including yourself, Nixie is a future guest, folks, just a heads up. Yeah, check him out. He's really cool. I don't think that the guests worry about me. It's my own problem. It's all it is. Fig's got a smartphone, but none of, Fig says, and by the way, his name is, it's pronounced like Kinnear Fig, but I believe it's Kinnear Fig. But Fig is good. He's okay with Fig. He says, I have a smartphone, but none of my stream stuff gets pushed to it. Ah, I see. Cool. Oh, hello there, Pigeon Boy. Nice to see you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show for the first time. I remember meeting you on Rumi's stream. You're the one holding the Nintendo DS, I think it was. Yes, that she drew the art of. She's really nice. She's a nice VTuber as well. I forget how to pronounce her last name, but those who know her right now. Anyway, so on to the truest reveal. Well, remember I said I've been using Pacific Standard Time, but not because that's my time zone. No, in truth, I used it because it's the most recognizable. I'm actually Central Standard Time. That's actually the truth. I'm not making it funny here. That's the gosh darn truth. I just need to use something that's familiar. So, whenever it says 2 p.m. PST, for me, it's actually 4 p.m. So, there you have it, folks. A lift has been lifted off my chest. I hope it wasn't too anticlimactic for you folks. It was supposed to be a little bit. I was playing with the funny right there. But yeah, no, that's the truth. And, you poor Jeep living in the Midwest. Yes, I know. Yeah, at the very least, there's some tasty food where I live. Very good stuff. Oh, Pigeon Boy is also Central. Cool to hear. How you doing, Pigeon Boy, Central brother? Welcome. Okay. Now, the secrets, they have been lifted, and thus my soul with it. Fig, fun fact, all the pictures, this is Fig, fun fact, all the pictures I've used on Twitch/Twitter are either from or near Route 66. Ah, I can believe it. Let me see what my to-do schedule is today. Yes. So, excuse me. Fig is familiar with this segment, but for those of you who are not, I do Shakespeare. I love his stuff, so I read it out. And we'll be moving on, so without much ado, we'll be moving on to Much Ado. I'm continuing with this reading. I'm excited to get to the Don John part. I like Don John. That guy's funny. So, here we go. Let's move on to the performance corner. I'm going to take a little quick swig, though, after I get here. There we are. Good old performance corner with the curtains and whatnot. Okay. Yes, Pigeon Boy. Ooh. Oh, indeed. Need to hydrate a bit there before I get into this. I do all the voices, so it can be difficult. But I like it. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know all the words. I apologize, my diction isn't great. But I think I can get it across fairly well. So, fairly well. Just gotta get some things set up first. Wait just a second. Jolly good. Let's get that ready, and there. There's my good old setup right there. Okay, let's hold on. Gotta make sure I gotta look down. So, okay, because I'm reading a book. Now, for those of you just joining us, what has just occurred in Much Ado About Nothing, we are entering, it's still Act 1, where we go into Scene 2. Claudio proposes that he loves Hero. Don John, the bastard, has been recently acquainted with his brother. There's been his brother's Grace. Leonato. You know what? Too much to explain. I'm just going to read it. And let's hope you folks catch on. Those of you who are new to the stream today, where the heck? Yeah, not. No, not that one. We need the bridge much broader than the flood. There is granted necessity. Look, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here's the scene. Here we go. I found it, folks. I found it. Act 1, Scene 2. The first mistake. Leonato is told that Don Pedro will woo Hero for himself. So the two characters here are Leonato and his brother Antonio. Here's Leonato.
How now, brother? Where is my cousin, your son? Hath he provided this music?
This is Antonio.
He is very busy about it. But, brother, I can tell you strange news that you yet dreamt not of. Are they good? As the event stamps them. But they have a good cover. They show well outward. The Prince and Count Claudio, walking in a thick pleached alley in mine orchard, were thus much overheard by a man of mine. The Prince discovered to Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance, and, if he found her accordant, he meant to take the present time by the top and instantly break with you of it. Hath the fellow any wit that told you this? A good sharp fellow. I will send for him, and question him yourself. No. We will hold it as a dream till it appear itself. But I will acquaint my daughter withal, that she may be the better prepared for an answer, if peradventure this be true. Go you, and tell her of it.
Okay, hold on, Nixie. Nixie just said, actually don't know much about Shakespeare stuff, so I'm curious as to what it's like. Okay. So this is essentially a comedy, a love comedy. It's just essentially Much Ado About Nothing. It's a bunch of people falling in love in a comedy setting. And I would just go on with it, though. I gotta continue with the performance. That's what it is. Okay. Let's, hold on. I'm a little wacky here. There we go. That's better. Okay. So there they are. Antonio and Leonato are excited, and they're going to get ready. So now we enter attendance. There are cousins. Right. Oh, enter attendance. This is Leonato.
Cousins, you know what you have to do. Oh, I cry you mercy, friend. Go you with me, and I will use your skill. Good cousin, have a care this busy time.
They all leave. Scene 3. Enter Don John the Bastard and Conrad, his companion. This is Conrad.
What the good year, my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
There is.
This is Don John.
There is no measure in the occasion that breeds it. Therefore, the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it?
If not a present remedy, at least a patient sufferance.
I wonder that thou, being, as thou sayest thou art, born under Saturn, goest about to apply a moral medicine to a mortifying mischief. I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jest. Eat when I have stomach, and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy, and tend on no man's business. Laugh when I am merry, and claw no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this till you may do it without controlment. You have of late stood out against your brother, and he hath taken you newly into his grace, where it is impossible you should take true root, but by the fair weather that you make yourself. It is needful that you frame the season for your own harvest.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And it better fits my mood, it better fits my blood to be disdained of all than to fashion a carriage to rob love from any. In this, though I cannot be said to be a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied but I am a plain-dealing villain. I am trusted with a muzzle, and enfranchised with a clog. Therefore, I have decreed not to sing in my cage. If I had my mouth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make all use of it, for I use it only! Who comes here?
Oh, Pigeon Boy. Sorry, but I gotta go. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you for stopping by, Pigeon Boy. Take care. Okay, so Don John just says,
Who comes here?
someone just entered. It's Baraccio.
What news, Baraccio?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, this is Baraccio, is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any model to build mischief on? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Marry! It is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio?
Even he!
A proper squire. And who? And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
A very forward march chick. How came you to this?
Being entertained for a perfumer as I was smoking a musty room, comes me, the prince and Claudio, hand in hand. In sad conference, I whipped me behind the arras, and there heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
Come, let us thither. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him any way, I bless myself every way. You are both sure and will assist me?
To the death, my lord!
Let us to the great supper. Their cheer is the greater that I am subdued. Would the cook were of my mind. Shall we go prove what's to be done?
We'll wait upon your lordship!
Oh, what was... hello, Hat! Nice to see you, Hat-Ass! Raiding with a party of one. Hello! Howdy, Raiders! You just caught me at the end of reading Sir Don John the Bastard scene from Much Ado About Nothing. Let me fix myself up again. Oh no, raiding with a party of 5, not 1. Oh no, it says 1. I don't know. My counting's off. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. I am reading Shakespeare, Much Ado About Nothing. Nixie says, Hey, Hat-Ass gang. Kim Decor. Hi! Yes, I am reading Shakespeare right now. Much Ado About Nothing. And let's see here. I just finished Act 1. Don John the Bastard is about to put his evil plans into motion. I've always felt the Don Johns were played a little too serious, so I like to make mine a little mopey and kind of funny to keep in tone with the comedy romance shtick of Much Ado. Anyway, welcome everyone. I hope you're all settled in very well. I'm going to continue with the reading. Please enjoy yourselves. Act 2, Scene 1. The family comes... Oh, sorry about that. Okay, the family... Alright. Nobody listens to Maury, says, "Hey, Nixie!" Yes, nobody listens to Maury. Hey! Yeah, Nixie told me about you. I think you two are doing a collab, or already have. Nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Again, I'm reading Much Ado About Nothing. I will continue on. I just finished Don John's scene. Maybe, should I start Don John's scene all over again for our new viewers here? Because he kind of gives a good summary of what the plot is. For those of you who were already listening, would you be okay with me starting that scene up again? Just let me know, or should I just move on? Anything? Alright, well, I'm just going to move on then. I'm not going to start over again. Okay. Let's see. Act 2, Scene 1. The family comes together after supper and, all wearing masks, join their guests in a dance. Dun 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 dun. Don Pedro talks of love to Hero. Benedict is abused by Beatrice. Claudio is misled by Don John. The mistake is corrected. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, Nixie and Nobody Listens to Maury will be collabing this Sunday. Keep that in mind, folks. Anyway, Claudio is betrothed to Hero, and Don Pedro forms a plan to trick Beatrice and Benedict into falling in love with each other. That's what's going to be coming up. So just a quick little summary so don't get lost in the dialogue. Let's continue. Scene 1. Act 2, Scene 1. Enter Leonato, Antonio, his brother, Hero, Leonato's daughter, and Beatrice, Leonato's niece. Here is Leonato.
Was not Count John here at supper?
This is Antonio.
I saw him not.
Beatrice. Beatrice is my natural voice, so I assume. How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I am heartburned an hour after. Here's Hero.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
No offense to Hero, that's the best I could do. Beatrice. He were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedict. The one is too like an image and says nothing, and the other too like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Then half Signor Benedict's tongue in Count John's mouth, and half Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedict's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse. Such a man would win any woman in the world. If I could get her goodwill. I don't know if that's correct.
My troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Too cursed is more than cursed. I shall lessen God's sending that way. For it is said, God sends a cursed cow short horns, but to a cow too cursed he sends none.
So, by being too cursed, God will send you no horns?
Just. If he send me no husband. For the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I could not endure a husband, with a beard on his face. Ugh. I had rather lie in the woolen.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me. And he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore I will even take sixpence in earnest of the bear herd, and lead his apes into hell.
Well then, go you into hell?
No, but to the gate. And there will the devil meet me like an old cuckold with horns on his head and say, Get you to heaven, Beatrice. Get you to heaven. Here's no place for you maids. So deliver I so deliver I up my apes, and away to St. Peter for the heavens. He shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we as merry as the day is long. This is Antonio. He's speaking to Hero.
Well, niece, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, Faith, it is my cousin's duty to make courtesy and say, Father, as it pleases you. No, Father, as it please you. But yet for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another courtesy and say, Father, as it please me.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overmastered with a piece of valiant dust, to make an account of her life to a clod of wayward marl? No, uncle, I'll none. Adam's sons are my brethren, and I truly hold it a sin to match in my kindred.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you be not wooed in good time. If the prince be too important, tell him there is measure in everything, and so dance out the answer. For hear me, Hero. Wooing, wedding, and repenting is as a Scotch jig, a measure, and a syncopates. I don't know that word. Sorry. The first suit is hot and hasty, like a Scotch jig, and full as fantastical. The wedding, mannerly, modest, as a measure, full of state and ancientry. And then comes repentance, and with his bad legs falls into the syncopates faster and faster till he sink into his grave.
Cousin, you apprehend passing shrewdly.
I have a good eye, uncle. I can see a church by daylight. Leonardo says this to Antonio.
The revelers are entering, brother.
Leonardo signals to the others to disperse and don masks. So they're all wearing masks now, and they're all dancing right now.
Make good room.
Enter Don Pedro, Claudio, Benedict, Balthazar, Margaret, and Ursula. All masked. All masked. Don John and Baraccio, they are unmasked, and attendants. And musicians are among them. Let the party begin. And so on and so forth. Fix my body there. Here we go. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Don Pedro. This is Don Pedro talking. To Hero. Lady, will you walk about with your friend? Okay, I gotta think of a voice for Hero. Let me think. Maybe kind of mousy, like this. Yeah, okay, she's gonna be like this, kind of cute, but just a little soft-spoken. So here's Hero's voice. Okay. So let's go back to Don Pedro. He said, Lady, will you walk about with your friend? So you walk softly, and look sweetly, and say nothing. I am yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away. With me in your company? I may say so when I please. And when please you say, and when please you to say so? When I like your favor, for God defend the lute should be like the case. My visor is Fileman's roof, within the house is Jove. Why, then your visor should be thatched. Speak low, if you speak love. They move aside. Here's Balthazar. He's talking to Margaret. Okay, what kind of voice should I give Balthazar? Maybe like a shunny, like that, all that. Alright. Well, I would you like me. He's talking to Margaret. Well, I would you did like me. This is Margaret. Let's give her, what kind of voice? Kind of, maybe sultry voice, like that. There we go, let's go like that. Okay, so anyway. Well, I would you did like me. So would not I for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities. Which is one? I say my prayers aloud.
I love you the better. The hearers may cry, Amen.
God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God keep him out of my sight when the dance is done. Answer, clerk.
No more words. The clerk is answered.
Never liked Shakespeare, but this is fun. Oh, that's too bad. Shakespeare is awesome, but I'm glad you're having a good time. Yeah, I love Shakespeare. Okay, I'm glad you're having a good time, though. Alright, just gotta fix myself again. Alright. Where was I? Yeah, where the heck was I? Oh, here's Ursula. Ursula to Antonio. Who is Ursula? I can't remember who Ursula was. Anyway, Ursula is... I'm gonna go... I'll make her, Let's go with this voice. Wait, I really high-pitched voice. Again! This is the best I can do for the ladies. I'm so sorry. Okay, to Antonio. This is to Antonio, and Antonio is Leonato's brother. So here's Ursula. I know you well enough. You are Senior Antonio. Of course, she's saying this because Antonio's wearing a mask.
At a word, I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit him.
You could never do him so ill well, unless you were the very man. Here's his dry hand up and down. You are he. You are he.
At a word, I am not.
Come. Do you think I do not know you are you by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Go to mum. You are he. Graces will appear, and there's an end. They move aside. Beatrice to Benedict. Of course, Benedict is masked, so she doesn't or she does know it's Benedict. It's never made clear in the play. Why does my head always look up? Look down, Jeep. Look down. That's better. Okay. Here's Beatrice. Benedict, I gave kind of a nasally sound, so Benedict talks kind of like that. So it's like, I'm Benedict. Yeah, okay. So, but Beatrice just sounds like me. Beatrice to Benedict. Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this was Senior Benedict that said so.
What's he?
I am sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him. And the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy. For he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him, and beat him. I am sure he is in the fleet. I would be had boarded, not beat, so I can't read that, so I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him that what you say.
Do. He'll but break a comparison or two on me, which, peradventure, not marked, or not laughed at, strikes him into melancholy. And then there's a partridge wing saved, for the fool will eat no supper that night. She hears music. Music's going dum-ba-da-dum-ba-da-dum-ba-da-dum, and then she goes, we must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
Nay, if they lead to any ill, I will leave them at the next turning. They dance off. Everyone leaves, all but Don John, Baraccio, and Claudio. Here is Don John. He's talking to a side, so no one can hear them, to Baraccio.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero, and hath withdrawn her father to break with him about it. The ladies follow her, and but one visor remains.
This is Baraccio.
And that is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
And Don John then approaches Claudio. Oh. Nixie. Nixie just said something. Hold on. Oh, they said something. Sorry. Let's see what the chat had to say. He had to read it, and he had to read Shakespeare. Oh, hold on a second. There's a lot. There's the talk going on here. Let's have it. Let's see. Hate it because schools forced me to read it once. Oh, that's the worst. I completely get that. No problem right there. That makes total sense. Nixie says the only thing school ever forced me to read was very boring literature in his native tongue. And Kim DeCourt, yeah, I had to read it in English class. I was forced to read it and then to do an essay about it. Oof! Oh boy. Nixie, English class in my country was quite easy because it was a secondary language type deal. Expectations weren't exactly high. And Kim DeCourt back in Nixie says same, but this one teacher loved Shakespeare and said we had to read it and make an essay. That is not good. I love Shakespeare. I love what I love, but forcing things upon people is not good. Let them like what they like and dislike what they dislike, and don't try to change them. That's my thing. Just hope they enjoy what you love. Let's see here. Nixie says, let's make an essay. Nixie, oof, imagine your teacher choosing what stuff you have to read. Yep, then Kim DeCourt, I can relate. Okay, let's get back to it. Where were we? Oh yes, Don John talking with his cohorts.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero and hath a so-and-so and so-and-so.
Let's just repeat this part and then continue. Okay.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero, and hath withdrawn her father to break with him about it. The ladies follow her, and but one visor remains.
And that is Claudio. I know him by his breathing, by his bearing.
This is Don John to Claudio. So Don John now approaches Claudio, and Claudio is masked. Don John playing a little trick here. You'll see with the dialogue.
Are you not Signor Benedict?
Here's Claudio.
You know me well. I am he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You may do the part of an honest man in it.
How know you he loves her?
This is Claudio, by the way, who's talking like that.
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I. So did I, too, and he swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
They leave all but Claudio, who is now left with these thoughts.
Thus answer I in name of Benedict. But hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so, the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all things, save in the office and affairs of love. Therefore, all hearts in love use their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself, and trust no agent, for beauty is a witch, against whose charms faith melteth into blood. This is an accident of hourly proof, which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, Hero.
Let's, I gotta stretch a little bit. So, Claudio's heartbroken because he believed all that bullshit Don John just said to him, because Claudio is a fool. Yes. Gotta stretch a little bit. That's a lot of voices on me. Just give me a moment. I want to look down more, because I'm going to look like I'm reading this thing. Okay. Let us continue. So he's upset. Claudio's upset. Enter Benedict. Count Claudio.
Yea, the same.
Come, will you go with me? Will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow, about your own business, country. What fashion will you wear the garland of? About your neck? About your neck, like an usurer's chain, I don't know that word, I'm sorry. Or under your arm, like a lieutenant's scarf. You must wear it one way, for the prince hath got you Hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Why, that's spoken like an honest drover. So they sell bullocks. What did you think the prince would have but did you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you, leave me.
Oh, now you strike like the blind man. 'Twas the boy that stole your meat, and you'll beat the post.
If it will not be, I will leave you.
Claudio just walks off.
Alas, poor hurt fowl.
Now will he creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me.
The prince's fool? Ha! It may be I go under that title because I am merry. Yea, but so I am apt to do myself wrong. I am not so reputed. It is the base and bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person, and so gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Enter Don Pedro.
Now, Signor, where is the Count? Did you see him?
Don Pedro asked this to Benedict, and the Count, I believe, is Count Claudio. Troth, my lord, I have played the part of Lady Fame. I found him here as melancholy as a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had got the good will of this young lady, and I offered him my company to a willow tree, either to make him a garland as being forsaken, or to bind him up a rod as being worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped? What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, being overjoyed with finding a bird's nest, shows it to his companion, and he steals it.
Wilt thou make a trust a transgression? The transgression is in the stealer.
Yet it had not been amiss, the rod had been made, and the garland too. For the garland he might have worn himself, and the rod he might have bestowed on you, who, as I take it, have stolen his bird's nest.
I will but teach them to sing and restore them to the owner.
If their singing answer your saying, by my faith you say honestly.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. An oak, but with one green leaf on it, would have answered her. My very visor began to assume life and scold with her. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great thaw, hubbling jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance upon me that I stood like a man at a mark, with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there were no living near her. She would infect to the North Star. I would not marry her, though she were endowed with all that Adam had left him before he transgressed. She would have made Hercules have turned spit, yea, and have cleft his club to make the fire, too. Come, talk not of her. I would to God some scholar would conjure her, for certainly, while she is here, a man may live as quiet in hell as in a sanctuary, and people sin upon purpose because they would go thither. So indeed, all disquiet, horror, and perturbation follows her. Enter Claudio and Beatrice. Here is Don Pedro.
Look, here she comes.
Oh, okay, so here comes Beatrice after Benedict just railed on her, so let me redo that.
Oh, look, here she comes. Will your grace command me any service to the world's end?
I will go on the slightest errand now to the Antipodes, I think, that you can devise to send me on. I will fetch you a toothpicker now from the furthest inch of Asia, bring you the length of Prester John's foot, fetch you a hair off the great Cham's beard, do you any embassage to the pygmies, rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy. You have no employment for me?
None but to desire your good company.
Oh, God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue. Benedict leaves. This is Don Pedro.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedict.
Here's Beatrice. Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Marry, once before he won it of me with false dice. Therefore your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady, you have put him down.
So I would not So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad nor sick, nor merry nor well, but civil Count, civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
I faith, lady, I think your blazon to be true, though I'll be sworn, if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair Hero is won. I have broke with her father, and his goodwill obtained.
Don Pedro signals, enter Leonato with Hero.
Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Excuse me. Here's Leonato.
Count, take me of my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say, Amen to it.
Speak, Count. 'Tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much.
He's saying this to Hero now.
Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself for you, and dote upon the exchange.
This is Beatrice to Hero.
Speak, cousin.
Or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss, and let not him speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it, poor fool. It keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him, Beatrice is watching. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord for alliance. Thus goes everyone to the world, but I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I would rather have one of your father's getting. Hath your grace ne'er a brother hath your grace ne'er a brother like you? Your father got excellent husbands if a maid could come by them.
Will you have me, lady? Oh, yeah, will you have me, lady?
No, my lord, unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace, pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me, and to be merry best becomes you. For out of the question, you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord, my mother cried. But then there was a star danced, and under that was I born. Now, Beatrice is talking to Hero and Claudio. Cousins, God give you joy.
Niece, will you look to those things I told you of?
I cry you mercy, uncle. By your grace's pardon. She said that to Don Pedro. Beatrice leaves. Here's Don Pedro.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. She is never sad, but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then, for I have heard my daughter say she hath often dreamt of unhappiness, and waked herself with laughing.
She cannot endure hair to tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, Lord! My lord! If they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad!
Count Claudio, when mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord, time goes on crutches till love have all his rights. No, till Monday, my dear son, which is hence a just 7 night, and a time too brief, too, to have all things answer my mind.
Come, you shake the head at so long a breathing, but I warn thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will in the interim undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other.
I would fain have it a match, and I doubt not but to fashion it. If you three will but minister such assistance, I shall give you direction. My lord, I am here for you, though it cost me 10 nights' watchings. And I, my lord. And you too, gentle hero? I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband. And Benedict is not the unhopefulest husband that I know. Thus far I can praise him. He is of a noble strain, of approved valor, and a confirmed honesty. I will teach you how to humor your cousin that she fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your two helps, will so practice on Benedict that, in despite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours. For we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift. Oh, take care, Nixie. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, that was the end of Scene 2, Act 1, Scene 2. Hold on, wait a second. I might be able to finish this right here. This is a relatively... Okay, I'm going to do this. We're back with Don John. Act 2, Scene 2. Don John is delighted when Borachio proposes a scheme to discredit Hero. Here is Don John.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonardo.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it. Wait, yea, my lord, but I can cross it. All right, later, Kim de Court. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Take care. Have a good one. Anyway, yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar.
Okay, and at this point, Don John grips Borachio's shoulder. This is my own interpretation. Grips his shoulder because Borachio just says he can cross it. So Don John's interested, so Borachio's in a bind now, so he's got to think fast.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be medicinable to me. I am sick in displeasure to him, and whatsoever comes athwart his affection ranges evenly with mine. How canst thou cross the marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me, briefly, how.
I think I told you, your lordship, a year since how I am in favor how I am in the favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go to the prince your brother, spare not to tell him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do you mightily hold up to a contaminated stale. Let me rephrase that. Spare not to tell him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do you mightily hold up to a contaminated stale, such a one as Hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, and kill Leonato. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them I will endeavor anything.
Go then, find me a meet hour to draw Don Pedro and the Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know that Hero loves me. Intend a kind of zeal both to the prince and Claudio, as in love of your brother's honor, who hath made this match, and his friend's reputation, who is thus like to be cozened with the semblance of a maid, that you have discovered thus. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances, which shall bear no less likelihood than to see me at her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret Hero. Hear Margaret term me Claudio. and bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding. For in the meantime, I will so fashion the matter that heroes shall be absent, and there shall appear such seeming truth of heroes' disloyalty, that jealousy shall be called assurance, and all the preparation overthrown.
Grow this to what adverse issue it can. I will put it in practice. Be cunning in your working of this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Be you constant in the accusation, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I will presently go learn their day of marriage.
Okay, that's the end of Act 2, Scene 2, and it's Act 2, Scene 3, but we'll call it right here. Ooh, ah! Whew! Thank you all so much for that. That was a lot of Shakespeare I had to do. I need to take a drink. Oh, thank you, Kim DeCourt, for the follow. Thank you so much. That was 3 minutes ago. I'm sorry that I missed it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nobody listens to Maury. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, my back. I was slouched a little too much. Slouch check. Posture check. Posture check. Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming and listening to Shakespeare. I hope you had a good time. Okay, I have a few more things to run through today. So first of all, I'm just going to stretch my legs for about 5 minutes. Yeah, so take a little breather, everybody. I will be back. Yes, posture is important, Morty. Very important. So, I shall return in 5 minutes. So, take a breather. Take a breather, everyone. Relax yourselves. Take care. I will be back. I will be back. Okay, folks, I'm back. Let's get everything set for the next part, shall we? Ah, here we are. And look at that chat going on the box. Nice. Hey, stop that. Stop it. Halt. I order you to halt. Oh, I see. That's what that is. Okay, well, I don't need that right now. How's everyone doing so far? You doing good? Hope so. Hope everyone's relaxed, having a good Tuesday. I know Tuesdays can be kind of a drag, so glad I could provide some entertainment during these draggy times. Okay. Well, maybe only so much, because, well, for those of you familiar with the show, oh, yeah, doing okay. It's my Monday, so I'm surviving. Alright. Surviving is good. Survive as best you can. Nobody listens to Morty. Can I just call you Morty? Would that be alright? I'm sorry not to say the whole name. Just asking. Whatever name you like me to call you, I'll call you that. Anyway. Yay. Or Morbus works too. Morbus. Okay. Morbus it is. I like Morbus. That's good. So, Morbus, thank you for surviving. Thank you for showing up. I hope the rest of your days go well. So, anyway, those of you familiar with the show, we are about to... We're going into my stupid sponsors. Yes, another sponsor. You see, on Tuesdays, I need sponsors. On Fridays, when I have the guests, they are essentially my sponsor. You know, they draw in the money and whatnot, the views, because everybody loves the guests. But today, when I'm by myself, I need sponsors. So, without further ado, here is today's sponsor.
Do you want a super soft blend snuggly blanket? You know.
Wait, sorry, let me try it again. Ignore that. Here it is again. I gotta come up with them. Hold on a second. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go again. The stupid sponsor.
Do you want a super soft and snuggly blanket? You know, the kind of blanket that warms your body and soul. Oh, the kind of blanket that's just so snuggly and fuzzy and yet comforting that you just feel like you want to sleep forever. Like that superhero girl who slept in her parents' super soft blanket and then she woke up. But you know what? Fuck that kid's parents' blanket. Fuck them. My blanket is better than their smelly, semi-soft, probably crooked. Fuck that blanket. If you want the true blanket bliss, then it's my blanket that you should buy. Mine! My blanket. Oh, my blanket. Oh, I love you, Mr. Big Blanket. Oh, I love you. You know, on second thought, fuck you! Fuck all of you for fucking wanting to hog my blanket! You blanket hoggers! You can't have Mr. Big Blanket! He's mine! Mine! Fuck you! Oh, don't worry, Mr. Big Blanket. You'll keep me warm forever. And ever. And ever. And ever. And oh, what's that, Mr. Big Blanket? You want to make soft-core love to me? Oh, Mr. Big Blanket, I thought you'd never ask.
Okay. That's enough of that ad. Okay, I'm not going to continue that. What a creep! I hate my sponsors. Ugh. Keep your filthy blanket, you douchebag. Ugh. Thankfully, his check didn't bounce, so I'm happy about that. Ugh. What a creepo. This is why I hate my sponsors. You know? Sometimes they sell crap at you a lot of times, and other times they just It's just plain disgusting. Just plain disgusting. Okay. So that's that'd be the today's stupid sponsor. Oh my god. Yes, Morbus. Well, sponsors aren't all bad, right? Hopefully you'll get good sponsors. These sponsors are stupid sponsors. They live in my world, the GEEP world. My universe, where it's just all kinds of messed up. If you want to see my other sponsors, I got on you can check my YouTube channel. I've got all the videos just for the sponsors. You can see how creepy all of them are and how just crazy they are if you ever want to check it out. This is by far not the worst, but it certainly is bad. Blanket guy. Ugh. Okay. Let's see what's next on the agenda. Excuse me. Yes. The singing corner. I think I'll head into that one next. But actually, no, let's get right to it. Let's go right to the singing corner. So we're going to be wrapping up today, folks, with the singing corner, and then I'll come out here to tell you what to expect from my upcoming shows. Let's head on to the singing corner. While I get things set up real quick. Hello. How is everybody? Okay, let's fix this up here. Okay. Okay. And now we sing. Today's song is going to be a dedicated song to a wonderful person. A good person. A good carabao, one might say. He's a VTuber. He's a VTuber. Let's get this thing rolling. Thank you all so much for joining me today. The streams get less and less lonely as we go on, thanks to you. Thank you so much, chat. My audience. Give yourself a pat on the back and a round of applause. We all struggle through things in many days. It's good to enjoy ourselves. Let's see. Okay. Let me get the levels right on this. Shh. Be quiet, ads. Nobody wants to hear you. So today's song is dedicated to my good pal, my good guest. Well, I won't say good pal because we don't actually know each other. Let me say to a very good VTuber known as Jose Del Rosario. He was here before. He sang this song on his debut. Now, he felt awful about what happened. His mic was all screwy, and he didn't realize he had like a voice morphe thingy on, and it wasn't fun for him. And I understand. So, this song is for him. Let's see if we get the volume levels right. It's a little loud, just a little bit. Da 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 da. Okay, that sounds good actually. Okay, let's start over again. Can't help falling in love with Elvis. Jose Del Rosario. Check him out. Check his debut. He could have a laugh about it. He should laugh about it. It's good. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Here we go. Wise men say, only fools rush in. But I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand. Take my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand. Take my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. Thank you! That was for Jose Del Rosario. Not necessarily that I can't help falling in love with him, but that was the first song that he performed during his debut. Sorry, my voice was a little weak. I did a lot of Shakespeare. Sorry about that. Spitting. That's just something that I've had for a while. I mean, everyone spits, but I've been spitting for a long, long time. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. I can do one more. Actually, I think I'll do the one I did last night during the Gorilla stream. Not the new song I learned. That was actually a good song. I just need to do it better. I'm gonna do the Disney song. Now this one I gotta do a cappella because otherwise we might get copyright stricken. It's the big D word after all, right? Damn that Disney. So I'm gonna do that one because I like that song a lot. I have fun with it. I'm gonna just do another. Oh, I actually don't need the headset because. Okay. I need to listen to the music. Let's see if you folks can recognize it just from the beginning. Now, of course, the lines in the opening are a dead giveaway. However, that's the way it is. Here is the soundtrack version, not the movie version. Here we go. I never thought hyenas essential. They're crude and unspeakably plain. Maybe they've a glimmer of potential, if allied to my vision and brain.
I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. As thick as you are. Pay attention! My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expressions. The lights are not all on upstairs. But we are talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares. Oh, so prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer.
And where do we feature?
Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. An injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared. Yeah, I love be prepared. For what?
For the death of the king.
Why? Is he sick?
No, fool, we're gonna kill him. And Simba, too.
Great idea. Who needs a king? No king, no king. La 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 la.
Idiots! There will be a king!
Hey, but you said
I will be king. Stick with me, and you'll never go hungry again!
yeah, woo, yeah, long live the king.
Long live the king! Long live the king!
King, 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 king. It's great that we'll soon be connected with a king that'll be all time adored.
Of course, quid pro quo, you're expected to take certain duties on board. The future is littered with prizes, and though I'm main addressee, points that I must emphasize is he won't get a sniff without me! Woo! So prepare for the coup of the century. Be prepared for the murkiest scam. Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial is simply why I'll be king undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bad. Be prepared. Yes, our teeth and ambitions are bad. Be prepared.
Okay, there we go. That's, well, you know the song. At least I hope you do. If not, it's a good song. Check it out. Whew. Okay. I'm about ready to call it, folks. Let's wrap things up. Okay. Best villain song ever. Thank you. Yeah, I love that song. I hope you enjoyed that rendition. Again, I apologize. My voice wasn't completely up to par. Again, but I'm not a big singer, so I just have fun. Anyway. So, folks, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching the V2, the Shakespeare, the songs, and what's coming up. Here's what's coming up. Stay tuned for this, though. Okay, so this Friday, my next guest is going to be Nixie Brassflower. Nixie Brassflower. He streams here on Twitch. We're going to be starting at a different time zone, though. Instead of the 2 p.m. PST, it'll be 1 p.m. PST. Yes, so 1 hour earlier than normal. That's when we will start. I'm very excited about that. Like I say, he's a very nice guy. We worked out some story elements and whatnot for the performance corner. I hope you'll be there to join us. So yeah, this is, for those of you who are new, this is how I normally do things. I'm here by myself on Tuesdays, but not entirely by myself. I'm with you, the chat. And on Fridays is guest day, where I have a different guest. I get a different VTuber each time. So, March the 26th, Friday, Nixie Brassflower. That's when he'll be here on my show, GEEP Variety Show. It'll be his day. We're going to appreciate whatever he's got. So, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can think of. No, not really. And I'm a little too tired to, yes, Nixie. Nixie's next. That's right. Nobody listens to Morty. By the way, folks, nobody listens to Morty. Also knows Nixie. Morbus, you can call him. You can call him Morbus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Morbus, right? It's Morbus, I believe. Let me scroll back in the chat. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Great. Great. So check out Nobody Listens to Morty. It's Morbus. Yeah. It's Morbus. Yeah. Nobody Listens to Morty. This person is playing this individual is going to be collabing with Nixie Brassflower on Sunday. What time? Let me tell them what time. When's it going to happen? Do you want me to tell them, or would you like? Yeah, I would love to tell them if that's okay. What you're doing. Of course, it's a secret. In that case, I can just wait until it happens and everyone can find out. I like to help promote other VTubers and other folks on here. It's part of the show's charm. So I can leave it. You can tell me if you want. I'll wait a little bit. Give my viewers a little bit more information about what's coming up. There we are. Okay. Okay, so according to Nobody Listens to Morty, or Morbus, 12 p.m. well, I don't know if PM, but at least 12 PST. It's probably going to be PM. I don't think midnight makes any sense. 12 PST. They think they're still deciding the game unless they've forgotten. PM, there we go, PM, yes. 12 p.m. PST. Check them out Sunday. Good folks. I'm sure it's good folks. I mean, I can already tell. Thank you so much for interacting. I had a great time with you being here, Morbus. I'm glad that you know Be Prepared. I wonder, when did you pick up those Be Prepared? Did you know that it was Be Prepared when I started the or only when I said hyenas? Because that's the dead giveaway, obviously. Just asking real quick before we close the stream. I'm just wondering. Yep. The hyenas dead giveaway naturally. I mean, who wouldn't know by then if they know the song? Okay, thank you again so much, everybody. Remember, stay cool, stay sharp. GEEP out.